Hi everyone, my name's Kathy with Kathy's Crafty Craft Shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is the first time I've ever done this. I'm going to be using some unicorn spit. I've got this little wooden sign right here, it says coffee, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can use unicorn spit on it, and we're going to try a little technique. The colors that I'm going to use are going to be Midnight Blackish. I've got Rustic Reality. So of course there's white. Here's one right here. It's called Squirrel. No problem there. So, and this one right here is called Golden Gosling. So we're going to see how that works out. And this Golden Gosling has a little bit of shimmer to it. So the first thing that I'm going to do, make sure everything's kind of shook up real good. Who knows? Like I said, this is going to be a first for me, a first for y'all, and hopefully it'll work out well. If it doesn't work out well, scrape it off and start over. That's all I can say. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I have a water and a little bit of a spritzer bottle here, and I'm going to spritz some water on top of this. Lord knows if I have too much water. We'll figure that one out too, won't we? Okay, so spritz some water on there. Now, let's see. I'm going to take different ones of these colors and just kind of put them on here like this. Put it around the E a little bit. We'll put all these colors on there and see how we do. I thought I would choose these colors because it would, I don't know, look more like coffee. So if I decide to hang this little puppy up, then it'll look pretty cool. So not too bad. And once you get all that, that's that little gold one. And here is this little squirrel, light brown. So I'm going to see if it is open. I may not have this one open. I may have to, yep, that's what I thought. Going to have to open this little jewel. There we go, no problem. And it shook up pretty good. So we'll take this little jewel and we'll, hey, that came out pretty good. Let's just say that one's going to work out just fine. All right, I'm going to put some of this. I like that gold a whole lot more. You'll see that I kind of enjoy doing a lot more shiny things. I don't know, I guess that's the squirrel in me. Ha ha ha, oh shiny squirrel. Okay, put that around there like that. Let's use some white now. This one's already open. I'm going to put a little white on top of that one and put this here like this. And I'm just kind of putting it around everywhere. This is my kind of art. I don't have to worry about doing anything fancy. And you know, everybody's going to say, hey, is that really art or is it arts and crafts? I don't care. It's fun and I'm liking it. So, you know, a lot of people will say, well, you're not really an artist. I don't care. I'm doing what I like to do. So do what you like to do, and if you don't care, you know, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put some of this darker brown on here. Oh yeah, I think I'll put a little darker brown right there. That's going to look real chocolatey, isn't it? I may have to add a dab of yellow to kind of brighten it up, a little more white. Okay, brown, brown, brown. Okay, good deal. Let's kind of have a little dabs. That looks like chocolate cocoa, doesn't it? And I'm a little iffy on whether I'm going to put some black on it, but I think I'm going to add just a little more white here because these colors are going to get a little bit dark. So I'm going to put a little more white in a few other places. Maybe I will add just a touch of black because somebody likes a little bit of black coffee. I don't know. So we'll put a few dots of that black. Not going crazy with the black because you know that will overwhelm you, and Lord knows we don't need to be any more overwhelmed than what we already are. It's COVID-19. Good heavens to Bessie. Okay, so now I've got that on there and I'm kind of liking it. I think that's going to be enough. Let's see, I'm going to spritz it just a tad bit more with water. Spritz, spritz. This is a little spritz bottle right here. Spritz, spritz, spritz. Make it a little easier to move over. Now, if you can see what I'm doing over here, let me move some of this. My craft room, kind of like me, it's kind of scattered about sometimes. Okay, now I've got this roll of plastic wrap, which is just, you know, plain old plastic wrap you can get from any old store. And it just so happens I have this big old piece of plastic wrap right here. And I'm going to pull out a big chunk of it right here. Cut the scissors off. Cut it with the scissors and hope it doesn't turn back on itself, because we know how difficult that can be when it turns back on itself. And of course, that's exactly what it wanted to do. So I'm going to open this plastic wrap up best I can. Here we go. Now we're cooking with butane. Okie dokie. Heavens to Betsy. I may have to have 2 pieces. Well, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to lay it on top of that very gently. And I'm going to get another piece and put right on top where I didn't get the whole thing covered. So, and get that taken care of. If you can't tell by now, I'm from the South. I'm in a state where the Southern drawl is alive and well. All right, so got that. I'm going to open this up again and see if I can make it work. It folded back on itself. If y'all know a way to make it so it doesn't fold back on yourself, enlighten me, because I'm always needing to know. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put that right there. Like I said, it's kind of folded back on itself, so I've got to open it up a little bit. Whoop, got paint on me already. I go to work sometimes and I'm just like, there is paint all over me. And I think I've taken a shower, but you know, when that stuff gets on you. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this down like this. Pressing all this down, just kind of get the bubbles out of it. And we'll see what we get. Lord, we probably get something that looks like candy corn. Who only knows? So it's not going off to the sides, but I will get that in just a bit. Kind of press that around like that. Get it all pressed on here. I can paint the sides a solid color. That wouldn't be a problem. But I just want to make sure I get this going all the way to the edges here. There's a spot right there. I don't know if you can see it right here, but there's a spot right there. I need to kind of spread that around a little bit. Now make sure you've got it pressed on pretty good. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I like to pick up from the 4 corners. Like I said, this is my first time to do this little piece of wood. I usually do this on a canvas or something, but I really do enjoy doing this kind of pressed on thing. So let's see. Let's pick it up from the 4 corners and pull it up. Ooh, wow. That is interesting. That is interesting. I got a few spots right here that I could probably tap in right there. And if I wanted to, I could spritz it with a little bit. Y'all see my mess right here? Okay, I'm gonna lay that over here in the trash can. Oop, got it. I'm gonna spritz this with a little bit of water. And for some spots that I haven't got covered real good like that, I'm just gonna put some on my finger and tap in for some spots that may not be colored. And then I'm going to take my finger and run it all the way around the edges of this little jewel. See, I'm running it around the edges, kind of getting some of that unicorn spit to go around the edges. And make sure it's covered here. If it's not completely covered, don't worry about it, because like I said, I'm going to dab in some spots when this thing dries. Look at there, my little finger will fit right down in here. And that'll make it work out well. I'm going to put that right down in there. Yeah. I'm going to go around the edges of this one right here. And like I said, it may not be the prettiest thing, but it is the first time I've done this one, and I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Wherever you see some areas that did not get a little bit of unicorn spit on it, just go ahead and tap it. Wow, this, you know, it kind of looks like it's some kind of pastry or something. But just tap it with your finger very gently. Okay, let's see how this is looking. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up so we can see it. And like I said, I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna finish out around the edges a little bit. So, and that says coffee. I don't know if you can tell. It's probably backwards to you, but it says coffee. So now I'm just gonna take a little brush, and I've got several of them over here. Just a matter of which one to use. Where are you, little brush? And I'm just going to go around the edges here And then we'll finish that up. And look at there, I'm going to tap a little bit right there. If you don't like it and you want to add a little more color to it, then go right ahead and do so, because it doesn't matter. This stuff is still wet, and it takes a little while for it to dry, and you can drop in some more color and then just, you know, put you another piece of that cellophane right over the top of it, and it'll be just fine. So I'm going to reach over and see if I can find myself a small brush, and there it is. And see where I've got this paint right here on my board, this unicorn spit. I'm just going to take that and I'm going to just wipe it around the edges. Can you see where I'm wiping around the edges and all that dripping unicorn spit? I'm wiping around the edges like that, and I can spread that out. I'm going to pick up some of this brown right here, not wasting anything, wiping it around the edges. And there's a little spot right down in that corner. Can y'all tell what I'm doing? I hope so. Like I said, this is my first time with this kind of little unicorn spit stuff, and I like it. Well, that's my little video. I'm enjoying doing this unicorn spit. I've done several things with the unicorn spit, and one of the things that I've been doing is some canvases with some pours and things like that. And the canvas pours, I use a Floetrol or water to be able to thin it out so I can do some pours, and I will show you those. But yeah, I think I could live with that. It's not too bad. What do you think? It's probably a bit easier for you to see, but I think that's kind of cute. It looks like coffee and creamer all together, mixed up. Needs a good blend. So, all right, thank y'all for watching this, and I appreciate it so very much. Maybe in the future I'll put one or two more of these out, and we'll see how we roll. All right, you guys have a good day, and we'll be painting again or doing another craft. Like I said, this is Kathy's Crafty Kathy's Craft Shop, and we are going to do lots of crafts. So thanks so very much for watching. Bye-bye.